The campus skyline at Ball State University has a new look. With the completion of the $5.5 million College of Business building, named for Muncie businessman Ralph J. Whitinger. At 2 p.m. on Wednesday, March 5th, the Ralph J. Whitinger Business Building will be dedicated in tribute to one of its most successful business graduates. Founder of East Central Indiana's largest certified accounting firm, philanthropist and community leader, Whitinger graduated from Ball State in 1929 at the beginning of the Great Depression. A plaque photograph of Whitinger will be unveiled at the dedication March 5th. Dr. W.J. Wagner, Assistant Dean of the College of Business, takes us on a tour of the new facility. Dr. Wagner, how important is word processing to the Ball State College of Business?
In the College of Business, we have quite a demand from industry for our graduates of the word processing program. The word processing program has been available about 3 years. We have 10 pieces of equipment here that are representative of the latest in word processing.
Is Ball State one of the few universities in the country to have word processing?
That is right. We are leading the field in the area of word processing. I don't know that there are many other institutions that have the amount of equipment and the extent of training that we have.
Equipment looks very sophisticated.
It does take a lot of experience to get ready to do this. Some people think it nearly takes a typewriter experience, but it's much more than that. It's really the combination of the idea of computer with typewriting.
And this is the way business is going today?
Whenever you have a large business that has a lot to do with a lot of repetitive work and editing, you'll find that they have these machines available. This is our computer science laboratory, also a classroom in which the students may come in here and use the terminals, or a class may come in here and use the terminals. To my left here is Stan Buck, who is a lab assistant who helps these individuals. Stan, about how many students are taking computer science?
Well, right now we have over 300 students taking the management science class, plus there's computer science classes that are involved in the math majors and so forth. So we have quite a few.
This is available to anyone in the university,
yes.
Any student.
Yes. It's emphasized for the management science students, but it is course open.
Now, what do you do in helping the students?
Well, often when the students come in and they have a problem with their program and they can't figure out what the problem is because it's the first time they've worked with this kind of thing, they will ask one of the lab assistants what their problem is, and we'll come over and explain, point out the small difficulties they've come up with, and we can give them some assistance outside of the classroom.
We are now in the shorthand dictation laboratory, and we use this for practice in a number of our business education office administration programs. With me here is Lee Dye, who is the supervisor of this laboratory. Lee, can you tell me something about the number of programs we have in the business education office administration?
Well, we have that relate to the secretaries. We have the 2-year associate degree in secretarial science and the 2-year degree in court reporting. The girls using the court reporting machine are those in the court reporting program. Those writing the manual programs are in the secretarial.
I believe you have a 4-year program also.
This is the office administration program. The girls can finish their 2-year program, transfer right into the 4-year program with no loss of credit.
If a person completes the shorthand court reporting, about what is the demand and about how much money will they receive?
Well, this is just our 2nd year, so we haven't had any graduates yet, so it's a little hard to determine the demand. We don't think we're going to have any supply, but Indiana has been pretty much on voice writing equipment, so we have to more or less test the market, but we don't anticipate any problem in placing our graduates.
Dean Hannaford, Ball State College of Business graduates are in demand the world over.
Yes, they are. We do have an excellent reputation, and I suppose it is even worldwide. Our accounting students, for example, are recruited by the big 8 accounting firms 2 or 3 times a year. You can go to any person in the state who runs an accounting business and ask them where they should get training, where a young person should get training in accounting, and Ball State will be mentioned as often as any place else. As a matter of fact, we have over 1,000 accounting four-year candidates, and that's the largest of our programs, and perhaps the one that is best known. But in addition to that, we have another 3,000 four-year candidates that are divided up among concentrations in general business administration, in management, in finance, in marketing. All of our four-year people together do run a little over 4,000. In addition to that, of course, we have a master's program, MBA, Master of Science in Accounting, Master of Science in Management, and these have a total of somewhere around 300 or more students. And then there are the two-year students at the other end of the spectrum, and some of those are very interesting programs. For example, our two-year program in shorthand court reporting is something new, different, and very unusual around the country. We also have a two-year program in word processing, where we also have an excellent reputation. As a matter of fact, consultants in word processing tell us that we may have the best program in the whole country in that particular specialty, as a result of some of our people like Dr. Kathleen Wagner, who are national leaders in demand as consultants and who handle our program. Then we have the secretarial program in 2 years, Associate in Arts, and that is perhaps now about 30 years old. And we have 250 or so girls who are mainly girls, who are in good demand. And then we have an Associate Arts in Business Administration, as it's called, where you can learn a specialty in insurance or in real estate or in banking. And we have a total of around 250 there. Our programs, of course, are the foundation stone on which everything else rests, including our new building, really, from a figurative point of view, and our faculty. We're proud of our programs, Jim.
Dr. J.B. Black, Acting Vice President for University Relations, tells us about the 3 honorary degrees to be conferred at the March 5th dedication.
First, to Mr. Malcolm Forbes, who is Editor-in-Chief and Publisher of Forbes Magazine, a magazine of excellence in the business field. Our second two recipients might at first blush be considered local, but in reality they are representing national and even international companies. Mr. Ethel Marsh, now retired, but who was a co-founder and until his retirement a Chief Executive Officer of Marsh Supermarkets, and Mr. Hamer Schaefer, who is Chairman of the Board of Muncie Power Products. Both of these men and their companies have made major contributions of their time and efforts to Ball State University and to the College of Business.
The public is cordially invited to attend the dedication of the Ralph J. Whitinger College of Business building at Ball State University's Emmons Auditorium, Wednesday afternoon, March the 5th at 2 p.m.